Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Nicole Burnett, your host of the Resilient Reiner podcast. And today's podcast is kind of fun because, in addition to producing the Resilient Reiner podcast, I also write the Resilient Reiner newsletter. So, the Resilient Reiner newsletter is a newsletter and it goes out every week. You get on the email list and I send it out for people who love to enjoy the written word. It gets sent straight to your email and it's got weekly tips, strategies, thoughts, like all the things that you need for mental performance in the written word. Well, I thought maybe for people that are podcast listeners who don't always listen to the newsletter, I thought I would add a podcast episode where I read the newsletter, because as I do these each week, the topics in the newsletter and the podcast are different. And so I thought, why not? Why not also share this in the podcast? So if you are a podcast listener and you want to get even more awesomeness delivered to your inbox, and you also get podcast alerts, awesome newsletters, and heads up for other cool things that are going on, you can sign up at newsletter.resilientreiner.com. You can also go to NicoleBurnettCoaching.com and sign up. But it's a really awesome thing and love to have you on. So that is what today's podcast is going to be. The title of this is Confessions of a Non-Pro Colt Starter, because I am a non-pro adult amateur, mid-30s, the back half of 30s here, everyday person. Today was a good day. Today, I started my 2-year-old. Why am I sharing this with you? Well, in my real life, aka not on the internet, I have had several people share with me that I was an example to them, an inspiration, if you will. And not to toot my own horn, but that's a pretty huge compliment. Now, I like to operate from the assumption that I'm pretty average, that there's nothing about me that is special. I think that's a pretty good place to start from. I am just another mid-30s woman with a bunch of kids and a husband and limited time and a love for horses. My point is that I'm not so arrogant to think that I have something about me that makes me special or makes me better than you, my lovely reader, which means that those comments came as a surprise to me. Well, to be honest, I do have something that makes me, if not special, at least potentially different. And that is that I am willing to embarrass myself publicly, repeatedly. As a matter of fact, I seek out challenges, aka opportunities for embarrassment. I fall on my face and I get back up again, over and over and over. And I believe in myself. I may not get it or accomplish it on the first try, but damned if I'm not bullheaded and persistent, and I never, never, never give up. So that brings me to, well, me. Growing up, my dad always hauled. As an adult, I got a truck and trailer and I taught myself how to drive the darn thing. And now I can back 200 tons of hay on a flatbed in the dark between the house and the shed with a jackknife turn and 2 inches to spare because I believed in myself and I put in the work. I took my horse to shows, and sometimes I failed spectacularly and sometimes I won spectacularly, but I did it. I wasn't afraid of the process. I wasn't afraid of failure. I knew that failure was never the end. I took myself and my horse on crazy mountain adventures and had the time of my life. And I started my own horse. Now, I'm not the Yahu I was a decade ago. I do all the groundwork and all the prep. So by the time it comes, to swing a leg over the saddle, it's rather anticlimactic, as it should be, as I prefer it. Now, I could send my horse out to full-time training, but I'm a weirdo who happens to love the babies and the training and the process of it all. And selfishly, I love saying that I put that first ride on my horse. But dear friend, I want you to know that I believe in you. And I know that there's something in your life where you don't quite believe in yourself. Not yet, anyway. I've had friends say that I inspire them, not by anything that I considered special, just me living my life, having fun with my horses. So I write this letter to you today, and I hope that I can inspire even one of you today to believe in yourself, to do what you want to do, to build your own confidence and capability and autonomy. Perhaps you're scared to haul out solo, to trailer to a show, even if your barn isn't going, to go on a New Year's Day trail ride just for the hell of it, to start your own colt because it's on your bucket list. Know that with baby steps and determination, you can get there. I truly believe that. I believe in you. There's enough horse trainers and fellow riders out there full of doom and gloom, and you can't do it. I am sick of it. I say enough is enough. Be empowered, ride your damn horse, and don't let anyone stop you from living your life. Happy trails. If you've listened to this, I would love it. And as a personal request, write me back. You can send me an email. You can send me a message on social media, but write me back and tell me one thing you are going to do that scares you. I read every email. So love to hear from you guys. Also, please go ahead, really helps out the podcast. Scroll down to the bottom, hit like, hit subscribe, rate it 5 stars, and leave a little comment about something that you noticed. So thanks so much for being here. Can't wait to hang out soon.